DNMK has not surprised anyone by being in this finals. They were kind of expected to be in the top 4. That's where they are. We're joined by James now from DNMK to tell us a little bit more about how the tournament's gone for them. James, tell us, actually, before we even get into the tournaments, I tell you what, tell us something that we maybe don't know about your team.
Something that you don't know about our team is that 2 players actually come from PE. We just have a very diverse group of people in our team that live all over the country. 1 person lives in Joburg, 2 in Bloem, 2 in PE, and then 2 in Cape Town. So it's quite cool, quite widely spread.
Is that difficult when it is so widely spread with practices and things like that? I mean, you're obviously doing everything online because of COVID, but do you think it'll become problematic when we see LANs reintroduced?
Not really. I think DNMK supports us really, really well. We're going to a boot camp on Wednesday, actually. We're flying on the 23rd, and yeah, we're all meeting up in Cape Town and we're going to be boot camping there for the finals. I don't think it's a bigger issue. I think the biggest issue is load shedding, but getting everyone on the right schedule. But other than that, we're doing good.
So by the time you watch this, they will all be in the same place competing together. James, walk us through qualifying for DNMK. How did it go?
Groups are actually pretty good. We went flawless. We went 7-0. Yeah, I think it went really, really well. Our toughest game in groups was against Vanguard Gaming. We were like 6-2 up, and then we just lost a few rounds, and we managed to take the win 7-4. But everyone else, it went really well. The team synergy is really, really great, and we're only improving and getting better. When it got to playoffs, I think, yeah, look, that was a little bit tougher. The Bravado game, 1 round on Coastline, we should have taken it. We should have won that series. We should have actually even won 2-0, should never have gone to Coastline. But yeah, we'll rectify that mistake when we get to grand finals.
The confident chatter there, when we get to grand finals, that's the attitude you need. Obviously, there's now a new season in Siege as well. And while you can't play the new operator, there are some changes. Do you think that they'll have an impact to those grand finals?
Yes, a big one. Malusi went from the best operator in the game to absolutely trash. And there are so many different changes in the game that will affect a lot of players, a lot of play styles. Example, bullet holes that have now been fixed. There are some good changes as well. It's just, yeah, it's definitely going to have a big fix, and I think a lot of teams will have to change their strats, including us.
So everyone's going to be changing it up. Most of the teams aren't going to know what to expect from the other teams. It's going to be really exciting for those of us watching. However, let's walk away from that now, because we can sit and we can try and theorize who's going to do what. Let's talk more about the tournament overall. How important do you think the ASUS ROG Invitational is for the South African Siege community?
I think it's massive. We've never seen a tournament like this before for Siege, and I've been playing since the very beginning of Siege, and I can tell you, it's amazing. I think it's bringing together everyone. It's incentivizing people to start teams, and we're getting more and more registrations, and that's really good.
It's a stepping stone. It's the start, and it can only get better from here. You said it. You want to be in the grand finals. Is it Bravado that you want to be facing off against in the grand finals? Is there another team you have your eye on?
It doesn't matter. We'll beat anyone.
I like it a lot. Nice one. And then finally, what is the one thing that gives DNMK the edge over the competition?
I think it's going to sound weird, but I think it's the synergy between the team, just because we're all really good friends. It's a team where it's family first and then the job second. And I know that isn't really a good business layout, I guess you can say, but we just make it work, we'll yell at each other in game, and as soon as it's done, we'll just forget about it, and we're just best of mates. So I think that's what gives us the edge.